Good morning, everybody. All I can say is wow. When I sent out that invite yesterday, 55 of you hit reply. I was so bowled over. It's amazing. So you put your hand up to be asked to be invited to this mastermind. Normally, I have to tell you that my mastermind groups are by application only. So I've actually opened it up a little bit more for this time because this is going to be a short, sharp, 5-week process called Close Out Strong. I've been working with this for the past 10 years and it is one of my favorite processes that we can obviously only do at this time of year. In fact, last year I did it much more in a corporate sort of workshop format, and this year I really wanted to go back to doing a group format over 5 weeks. We kick off on the 11th of November, which is a week tomorrow on Friday. So why this Close Out Strong process? I remember last year, 2015, beginning of November, I'm looking at the beautiful sky. I'm in the UK, by the way, hence the jumper. I was looking at the trajectory of the next 6 weeks and I had so much on my plate. So I was closing out a third book. I was running a mastermind for 12 people. I was about to go to Las Vegas, sorry, to be in the premiere of my movie. And I was running a premiere here at R1,000 a ticket for my movie premiere in South Africa. And at the beginning of November, I was overwhelmed. I was rabbit in headlights. I was stagnating. I was constricting. My energy was really, really low, and panic had set in because I was actually doing nothing each day, and I had all of these things that were sitting in my ether, in my mental space, but I was just getting nothing done. And I'm sure you recognize that. And it was, Kate, you know this process, sit down and go back to what it is that you know, that you teach people. And I landed everything just by getting back into Close Out Strong mode. But it might be something else for you, because I remember 2008, at the end of that year, when I was doing my Close Out Strong process, I was in a completely different place. Actually, I was depressed. I was financially hocked to the hilt. My relationship was falling apart. My business was falling apart. And I needed to actually really work on the emotional stuff that was going on to kind of go, how do I close this year so that next year is not the same? So it's different at different times in our lives. It's different for every single one of you watching this video. But Closing Out Strong is about putting yourself back on your own priority list. It's about taking stock. It's about looking at perhaps if you had some goals for the beginning of the year, if you've been working with me or another coach, or your own life strategy, looking at what did you commit to, what haven't you done, what can you put back on the radar, and how do you streamline and simplify and become focused, laser focused. But also importantly, how do you increase your energy? Because I know that most people at this time are stripped to the hilt. You are kind of reaching adrenal burnout. There is fatigue, too much sugar, too much coffee, too much alcohol, because now all the Christmas parties are already starting. And it's just running on empty. So things that normally take you a minute now take you 10, if you can even finish them in 10. So this is about also accountability and support. And my gran used to say, pulling yourself up by your britches and actually getting back on track, so that by the end of the year, so we close this mastermind out on the 16th of December, so 5 weeks, Friday to Friday, you actually feel proud of your year and what you've accomplished. And you will be working on your life in a bespoke way. So not everybody will be working on the same things, obviously, but that you feel proud. You are more in respect of yourself and your year. You have you've started also thinking about next year and what strategy you're going to implement for next year. And so that if you're taking a break, maybe you're going away, maybe you're having a staycation, maybe you're working through, but it's so that you have a semblance of completion as 2016 comes to a close. It is very beautiful, very powerful, very intentional, very purposeful. It's one of my favorite times of year for upping the ante and closing out strong. In terms of practicalities, I've just written a couple of ideas because I don't want this video to be over 5 minutes. I can send you the other info. I have 2 layers. I only have spot for 20 people, and 55 of you put your hands up. Now, the cost might work for some of you and it might not work for others. So here's how it's going to work. The 5-week process, which is 5 group telephone calls on a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock South African time. I will also do 2 morning calls at 7 o'clock in the morning. Those will be recorded. Every Friday, you'll get an email with a theme going for the week ahead. Every Monday to Thursday, you will get a little snippet of a challenge that you can do while you're drinking a cup of coffee that will help you streamline and just really, up the ante in the Closing Out Strong process. And you will also get 4 interviews that are very relevant to this time of year. And I will be also giving you tips and tools that can also help you streamline. That is going to be 4,900 Rand for the 5 weeks, and in my shop there are credit card facilities. There is also then a platinum level, which for those of you that really want to go hell for leather, and that is going to be 8,900 Rand, which also then includes 5 one-on-one sessions, just you and I. And that group, so there's only 8 of you that can do that platinum level, will also then have another special bonus session in January. And everybody that comes to do the mastermind, regardless of whether you choose the 4-9 or the 8-9, will also get a bonus package delivered to your door worth 930 bucks. So on Sunday, you will get another email if you're interested, and you'll be able to come and purchase in the shop, or you can email me with questions, and then we can chat about whether this is right for you. Over and out. Thank you.